who is to say that Mike Brown is not doing good so far? Knicks are 13-7, 20 games in. It's kind of mad that we lost that game the other day to the Boston Celtics, 117 to 123. But it was okay because the Knicks and the Boston Celtics, that was the 500 game for the Knicks and the Celtics, and the Knicks and the Celtics regular season games of playing. And if I'm correct, we have 71 playoff games between the Knicks and the Boston Celtics. Yesterday was the 500 regular season games. The Celtics got that one. Now, one thing I could say about Mike Brown that I give him respect for is that he play a lot of players that people want to see. Yabusele. I see a lot of fans and supporters is getting on him, but let me tell you something. When playoff time come, we gonna need a big body like that in the paint. We gonna need him. We gonna need Hawk Porty. Mitchell Robinson is trying his best. You know, Pacone Daddier and Diawara, these are our big men, our tall men, our power forwards, and our slash centers. Like, I don't know the time when Landry Shamet is supposed to come back, but we need him back. I don't know when OG Anunoby is coming back, but we need him back. And saying all of that, we need them two players back with OG and Shamet. The Knicks are still playing okay. They're not playing like they want to be because this is a new system, and I said I'll give it 40 games. Let's play 20 more games and see how the team go into the system. And one player that I see that's eating off the system a lot is Mikal Bridges. And a lot of people sleep on Mikal Bridges. He's a good player. He's an all-around player, and if you check it out, I I'm trying to use. Let me see. I think it's 500. It's over 500 games straight he played in the NBA, like Cal Ripkins Jr. And I respect players like that because I remember growing up playing basketball. You didn't care. Like, your stomach could be hurting, but you still gonna play that game. Your hand or wrist could be hurting, but you still gonna play that game. Your knee could be a little messed up, but you still gonna get in that game and you gonna play. I respect players in all sports. Even though you feel hurt and you're hurt, you still play. And for some people that don't understand that, it got to come with you understanding that this is a team sport that you're playing. It's not about individuals. Like a lot of people in sports history, they always look at the individuals and they forget about the team. So I respect Mikal Bridges, from Phoenix to the Nets, and to the Knicks right now. I think I got all the teams that he played in since he came in the NBA, because if I'm correct, I think the Phoenix Suns drafted him. I think, I'm not sure. I don't even want to put that out there like that. But I don't like looking on the internet for things, really. But I'm going to fact check on that myself, and I will get back to everybody with that. Cat, he doing good, I don't care what nobody say about Cat. Like, if Cat wasn't on the team this year, we'll have an okay record, but we'll be struggling in a lot of scoring because it has many times where if Brunson is on the bench or Mikal Bridges is on the bench and Cat is there, Cat scoring. Bless up, man. Bless up. Bless up. That scoring, so we just need to get everything balanced out, even from the defensive end, because since I can remember these new Knicks, the modern day Knicks, we always leaving the 3-point line open and we always leaving the paint open, and that hurts us a lot. Like we have good like little stretches where we stick good defense and we get fast breaks and we get some steals, but we got to keep that up. We got to keep that up. We got to grit and grind every time, and playing the Hornets tonight, we should beat them as well, because what is they? Like 5-16. These are easy games for the Knicks to win, Like, there's no way we should lose this game tonight to the Hornets. No way, you know? No way. But like knowing the Knicks, we always fall into to funny games sometimes. We always fall into funny things where games that we should win, we lose. And games that we should lose, we end up winning. And that's just the thing of the Knicks, That's with being a Knicks supporter or being a Knicks fan, what'll happen in certain situations, in certain seasons, and you hope that the new Knicks, what I will say and what I call them, that they don't carry on things from the Knicks from 15 years ago, from 10 years ago, because every year counts. And these years right now, we are fighting, even though they was fighting years ago too for the championship, but right now, this team, we got good pieces, and it is a rumor that Guinness won out of Milwaukee, but that's going to be a rumor until February. Because the rumor is going to keep on going until February, where we will find out whether he stay in Milwaukee or he go any place else he would want to go, depending on how this situation goes with Milwaukee and Guinness, because they're saying that he don't want to be in Milwaukee no more. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I wouldn't say that he'll be a bad fit for the Knicks, but the Knicks always had that bad luck when we get players like Guinness. We mess up certain things that we got going, and I would say, as a Knicks supporter, a lot of people will say, yeah, man, trade everything, trade half of the team and get Guinness, but if we trade the team right now and we get Guinness on the team, right, and the Knicks don't win the championship, is the Knicks fans and supporters going to feel the same way the Knicks fans and supporters been feeling years before? I would say we don't need to go through that again. I don't, the Garden don't need to go through that. Like, people done watched the Knicks for years, from homes to jobs to hospital beds, diners, cafes, bar meetings, all over. But you have to get the fans in it, and you have to really give them what they want, because 1973 was a long time ago when New York wanted to see the Knicks raise a banner. The Knicks fans and the Knicks supporters around the world and in New York, because I'm going to say like this, the Knicks and the Yankees and the Cowboys, they got some of the most ride or die fans in America and the world. You know, it got others, but those are the top three I will name, you know? And they just need to put things in the proper position to win the championship because 20 games in right now, you know, I still do feel bad about Tom Thibodeau, but gotta ask yourself, if he was the coach right now, how would the Knicks be looking? What would our record be? What would be the identity of the team? How would the team feel? How would the organization feel? How would the fans feel? How would the supporters feel? You know, different people give different feelings to different things, you know, and right now I'll say, in my opinion, it's 50-50 of how fans and supporters are feeling about Mike Brown, you know, but I would say this. New York need to get behind him and get behind the team as well, you know. But as New Yorkers, you play like nonsense, we are gonna get on you. You know, you play good, we're gonna cheer you on. We're gonna ride or die with you. But the people in New York and the people that love the Knicks, they want to see that championship. The city will, like, say in 1973, a long time ago, like, a lot of people in New York, they don't even want to hear that no more because they want to hear the Knicks winning in 2026. You know, the championship, raising the banner. But we will have to wait and see. You know, like, I said many things about Jalen Brunson, and I'm going to be real about him because I'm seeing something a little different about him where he's still a little bit selfish with his ball handling, but I'm going to be real of what I'm seeing. He's trying, you know, because for an individual player to get their stats, that's all cool, but at the end of the day, are you playing for your stats or are you playing for this team to win something, to win the gold, to win the big enchilada, you know, to win the big bobo? That's what every player in the NBA should be playing for every time they get on the court. You know, is to play to win, not to play to tie or not to play to lose. You play to win. And I see that giving he's given some leeway. You know, I'm not going to lie on him because Tom Thibodeau's system made him hold the ball too much. And don't matter if you's a Knicks lover or you don't love the Knicks. Don't matter if you're a fan or not. Many people could see what he did last year where he was holding the ball. And that messed us up a lot of times in the 24-hour shot clock. You know? And yeah, I know some people will catch that right there. I said 24-hour, but I mean 24-second shot clock, excuse me. Now, he's trying, you know, and Deuce McBride is stepping up. Jordan Clarkson, he needs to step it up a little more, you know, but he's trying. He's trying, but Jalen Brunson need those two to be good backup point guards for him, whether they're on the court with him or whether they're not on the court with him. He need them, and we need our point guards to spread the ball, because we have good shooters, and Mitch, they need to throw him some lobs, because I don't care whether people be thinking that he's a rebounder and he's just in the paint just to block up space. No. At the end of the day, you're an NBA player, okay? And this is the sad thing about the Knicks, where I say that the organization, and this could be about basketball changing too, because in the days of me watching basketball, I grew up watching basketball where you had certain people like Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, power forwards, and we do not got a strong power forward that could score. I remember the days of a power forward scoring 20 and 10. Which tall person on the Knicks that we can call a power forward? Because Mitchell Robinson, that's my boy and all that, right? But he may score 4 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, and that's good. But the thing is, you need help. And the team need help too, because if we had a good power forward on the Knicks team, right, the Knicks would be very scary, okay? Because the Knicks ain't meshing the whole program of Mike Brown program yet. They ain't meshed it in yet. But I said give it 40 games. We 13 and 7. And that's good. 13 and 7. I could live with that. I could live with 13 and 7. But I don't know what Leon Rose is doing up in the office, but Leon Rose and Worldwide West need to, put their heads together and think about something, because Cat can't do it by yourself either. Like, it got days where, yeah, Cat scoring that 20 and 10, but let's be real. I ain't calling Cat soft and all that, but sometimes Cat complain too much where the players like Rasheed Wallace and Kevin Garnett and them, like, they'd probably tear him up in there, for real, like Scottie Pippen and them, like, certain players get intimidated by certain players. But Cat doing good. Can't front on Cat. He trying his best, because that's our best scoring big man that we got. You know. And when OG come back, Wingstop will be on. OG and Mikal Bridges, our 2 best defenders on the team. Mitchell Robinson and Deuce. Andrew Sherman, he was a good defender as well. Everybody just need to work together because it's a team. Well, thank you for everybody that joined this live. Have a good one. I will see you soon.